Greetings. The only evidence that you need when it comes to manifesting is you finding the feeling. You see, once you could find that feeling within you, that knowing feeling that your wish is already a hard and objective fact, and you can live from the end, live from the place of your results, live from the place that is already done, because there is no time. Time is just an illusion. Therefore, you know that everything is already here, and all you have to do is vibrate to a certain frequency. Well, the easiest way to vibrate to certain frequency is by understanding that emotion is energy in motion. So you have to tap into your emotion, tap into your feeling. Because many people would say, I had a strong feeling to walk this road, and so long I wanted was to see you, and now I follow my intuition and I get to see you. But many people do not understand this feeling is how you really communicate with God, because it's how you impress your subconscious mind. And whatever you impress upon your subconscious mind, it is because your subconscious mind is going to give it back to you. For your subconscious mind is impartial. You see, it's just like the earth, and we refer to the earth as Mother Earth. Whatever you sow in the earth is going to bring it back to you. It's going to give it back to you. Whatever you sow in a woman's womb, also whatever seed is sown, she's going to bring back. So a woman can make a child for a Japanese man, a Chinese man, a white man, a black man, anyone. Okay? As long as that seed has been sown. It's the same thing with the mind. So when you understand that the feeling is the only evidence you need, you would not be concerned about whether you're doing it right or wrong. All you need to do is know what you want, be definite about what you want, write it down, and affirm it. And after you affirm it, you can close your eyes and imagine you living from the end. Imagine you living from the wish fulfilled, and live in that feeling. And once you continue vibrating in that feeling, it's going to start to form and shape. But while it starts to form and shape, you wouldn't see it or know it. Okay? But everything will be put together, and a series of events will take place in your life and bring it to pass. And so, my brothers and my sisters, all you have to basically do is order and wait. You see, when you go to a restaurant and you order and wait, you already have the feeling that you're going to eat, digest your food, and you're going to feel contented. So you have to live from that place of contentment, because you already have it. It's not that you don't have it. You can't think about not having it. You have to live as you already have it. And a very good example is with Neville Goddard and Abdullah. When Neville told Abdullah that he have a burning desire to travel to Barbados. And as you know, a burning desire is a spiritual sensation. And that which you desire, even desire you more, because it's coming from the spiritual realm. Because the true essence is spirit. You're a spirit having a human experience. And so Abdullah told Neville, you are already in Barbados. You've traveled to Barbados. You've traveled first class, because Abdullah knew that time was just an illusion. And so Neville had to sleep in his mother's home in Barbados while he was residing in New York. And while he walked the streets of New York, it's as if he was walking the streets of Barbados, and he had to do all of that in his imagination. And then it became his reality. Even when Neville got the envelope under his door and he got the money, and he went to the shipping company and they said that they had no space for first class, only third class. Even when he went to Abdullah and said that he was going to travel third class, Abdullah refused that third class conversation, because he wanted him to have the first class mentality. He said, you went to Barbados and you went there first class. He was teaching him how to create a first class mentality by always living in the feelings that your imagination has already given you your reality. So live from the place of the reality. That's why you have to see and feel yourself being and doing that which you desire to feel and do in the physical three-dimensional world. So as long as you already do the act in the non-physical world, the world of thoughts, you do not have to worry yourself. You just have to live as if it's already been accomplished. Okay? So my brother, my sisters, just find the feeling. That's the evidence you need. You need no other evidence but the feeling. Okay? Always live in an attitude of gratitude. You see, if you always living in thanksgiving, you'll never be anxious for nothing. If you always living in the attitude of gratitude, you wouldn't worry about manifestations. You know what I mean? You wouldn't become frustrated. You know how many people try the law of attraction and all of these things and become frustrated because they do not understand law and order, that everything works by law and order. They do not understand how the subconscious mind really works. They do not understand that the subconscious mind doesn't know good from evil or no truth from a lie. That's why even the Bible says, let the poor say I am rich, let the weak say I am strong. And when you check out the story of Esau and Jacob, and you read about the hairy man, Esau, and Jacob, the smooth man, teaching you about the conscious and the subconscious mind, your inner self and your physical self. And it is teaching you about Isaac being blind. That's your subconscious. It is speaking about the Father. That's why he say you must go into your closet and speak to the fathers in secret. And he says what? Jacob what? Steal the blessing. And he was teaching you what? He said he tastes the food. Okay? He smell it. He said, come close to me, that I may smell you. He said, come close, I may touch you. Do you realize that your desire, you have to bring them close? Do you realize everything you do in this physical three-dimensional world, through the five senses, you have to do it also in the non-physical world? And you definitely have to remain faithful to your non-physical self. That is you operating in faith. So consistency is you operating in faith. So be consistent with the feeling and continue to live in the feeling, because that's the only evidence you need. You don't need no other evidence. Once you have the feeling, that is it. Okay? So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I hope what I'm saying, it makes sense to you, and I hope you're willing to put it to the test and live in the feeling that your wish is already a hardened objective. Back, and do not worry or fret yourself. Okay, so let me say, if this is the very first time that you listen to me and what I'm saying, if it makes sense, if it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I definitely want to encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram, you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at Black Mad Guru. I will also encourage you to get my latest book, which is called The Secret Vagina, Mystery of the Virgin Birth. As where I'm teaching you that you can bring forth psychologically, you can bring forth spiritually, you can bring forth physically, but they only teach you about the physical only to give you the Jesus and Mary story, to make you believe that the Bible is literal and secular history that is pointing to look auto when it is actually pointing to look inwardly, and it must be interpreted psychologically and esoterically and metaphysically. Okay. Also, I would encourage you to get Spiritual Recipe for Better Living, plus my many other books like Your Mood is Your Fortune, How to Turn Water into Wine, Meditate to Eradicate Poverty, and much more. Not forgetting also the 66 Books of Magic, the Overcomer's Bible. That's where Jesus has been omitted, and there's a blank space for you to write your name, which is I am. Do you know that your name is I am? That's everybody's name. And do you know that the name of God is I am from generation to generation? And you can never say I am and not referring to yourself. Okay, so make sure you check out all of the links that are down below. However, if you're not a part of my Patreon community and you like to be a part of my Patreon community, I'm definitely encouraging you to become a part and support this work. However, for those who are donating $20 or more, I have a course that is called The Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And along with that is a bonus course and self-concept. And with the Inner Sun Science and Technology is where I'm teaching that the sun powers the human imagination, the human imagination powers the sun. For without the sun, there's no life and there's no light. And without the human imagination, there's anything made that was made. And the Lord of God is a sun and a shield, and no good thing with you withhold from you. And there's many places in the Bible that are telling you that God is basically your higher self, your consciousness, your awareness, the very life that is within a body that is vibrating on frequency. So my brother, my sister, get on the right frequency and live your life whichever way you want it to be. So with that being said, my last encouragement is to make sure you check out all of the links that are down below and let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do. So that being said, I just want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.